Hello, CCC families. This is Colin, your student pastor, and I hope you're doing well. I have certainly been thinking about you and praying for you as the school year has begun. And I'll skip over maybe some of my pleasantries because I want to make this as short as possible. I want to explain to you, straight from the horse's mouth, some of the things that are in my heart for our students in this fall. And I'm going to end with asking your help in making some decisions because I just don't know exactly what to do. But there are two, we'll call them gatherings, that I think I've learned over almost 10 years in student ministry. I've learned there are two different gatherings that are very important for students. And I use the label, there's a community gathering and a covenant gathering. And so what do I mean when I say community? If I describe a community gathering, this is a gathering that is unapologetically relational, committed to games, fun, with a gospel talk, or I call them a Jesus talk at the end. And so you're thinking like percentage, like 75% of the time, it's focused on the students just being together, about having fun. You focus your time on a game, and it's just you're unapologetically having fun. But then you make sure, maybe at the end of your time or middle or whatever, but for us it's been the end, you end your time with maybe like a 10, maybe 15-minute Jesus talk, a talk that's in the Bible, but you're just trying to get at who Jesus is, what is the gospel, what does it mean to know Jesus. And I found this is just so important because it's good for our students just to be together and have fun. That's important. But it's also good for us to make sure that some of our time is dedicated to remembering the gospel together. And it's not only good for them, but it also is a prime environment for them to bring their friends to. Friends that don't know Jesus, friends that have never stepped foot in church. It's a great environment for them to help them reach out to their friends. That is an important environment. The second one, the covenant gathering, its aim is to help our students go deeper in the faith, to grow, to help them grow in their faith, to help them go deeper into the Bible. A couple weeks ago, I asked them some questions as to what are you struggling with? What are some big questions you have about Jesus and following Jesus? Some things that would be helpful for us to talk about? And they gave some really insightful answers about how to read their Bibles, how to share their faith, struggling with this question, struggling with this issue in their life. And a covenant gathering is the prime environment to really get serious about getting to the bottom of some of those questions. If you're thinking percentage-wise, maybe 75% of the time, it's dedicated to a certain type of content about a certain question, a certain study of something. It's certainly a relational environment. It's not me just doing master teacher. It's conversational, but you're focusing on going deeper in some shape or form. That is so important. It's so important for students. And so just so you hear from me as to where I think the state of the student ministry is right now, I think we have right now a community gathering. That's what our Sunday nights have been with the students since I've come on staff. We've, again, unapologetically focusing on building relationships, be willing to get to know them get to know me. Us hang out together, play games, have popsicles, but then to make sure to have some sort of Jesus talk. We have that. What we do not have right now is a covenant gathering. And it's so important to me. And I would be remiss if we don't at least try and make it happen. And I want to get your feedback as to what it would look like for us to do that in this season. And I just don't know, things like, when would this happen? What night of the week? What time? Where would it happen? Would it happen through Zoom? Would it happen at the church? Would it happen at someone's home? Mal and I, we would certainly at some point would love to have just a regular Bible study with the students at our home. But I don't know how many people would feel comfortable about that in this season, even if we had masks, even if we tried to social distance. Not only that, but another issue is that from my experience, a proper covenant environment, it can't really happen with just a mere hour. It takes at least an hour and a half, even 2 hours, just to make sure that you provide ample space to go deeper. And when you think about that, then the hour that we usually provide on Sunday mornings, it doesn't really cut it. I know for sure that Sunday morning can um, complement what we're doing in some way. But as far as like the primary space that we want to go deeper with students, I just don't know that Sunday morning, an hour on Sunday morning, is going to make that happen. And if it's not Sunday morning in this season, then what evening would it be? And then where would it happen? Would it happen at the church? Would it happen at my house, at one of your homes? Would it have to happen over Zoom? I just don't know what you guys are thinking. And I long to do ministry that does not stress you out, but it comes alongside you and it blesses you. And so I want to hear from you. And so attached in this email, it's a survey, just asking some pointed questions that it would help me think about how we can do ministry this fall in light of everything going on. And so if you wouldn't mind filling that out, that would be incredibly helpful to me. And I appreciate you in advance for getting that to me. It is my joy to partner with you in raising students to know Jesus and follow him for a lifetime. And let me know how I can do that with you. God bless you. Thanks so much.